Hello and welcome to Sport This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omagbemi.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam.
Okay, we get started with the show. We're starting with beach soccer. What's happening there? The list of the guys that will be representing Nigeria has been unveiled, and you have 5 veterans. When I mean veteran, I'm talking about the likes of Isiaka Lawale, Batlomi, Benebu the Mosquito, and of course, other 7 fresh legs. So that's the way it is for Isa Ejo, who is the coach of the Nigerian beach soccer team.
Good luck to the team, Cecilia. The competition starts December the 13th and will run through December the 18th.
And Jose Mourinho, he's blaming his players. He says they actually deserve to lose to Fenerbahce last night in the Europa League. Well, Wayne Rooney tried to pull one back, but that was not enough. They lost 2-1. So it's yet another flop for Manchester United in Europe. 5th time they failed to win away from home in European football.
Just say spot on. I mean, it's not exactly blaming his players, but what it's saying is they deserve to lose that particular game. They didn't play well enough. Fenerbahce were the better side on the night, and that's why they ended, that game with no points at all. Okay, also on the show, from football, we go to basketball. Cecilia, it was the KD show early this morning. When the NBA calendar was released, quickly we circled the match between OKC Thunder and the Golden State Warriors because of Kevin Durant, leaving an off-season. And early this morning, he showed it was on fire. He was on fire. Scored 39 points, to lead the Warriors past the OKC Thunder, 122-96. That's how that one ended.
I called it a blowout.
It was a KD show. It was a KD show. He totally took over. You can understand why. It was obviously there's extra motivation when you're playing against your former side, and if you want to add the fact that separation in quotes didn't exactly go too smoothly because Westbrook didn't like it.
Yeah, at all.
Exactly.
He felt they should have confided in him. I mean, let me know we'll plan together something. I really don't know what he was thinking, why he wasn't happy. But the thing is, what got me actually talking is the fact they connected about 7 of 11 3-pointers before he was able to get 39.
He was on fire. Cecilia, before we come back to the OKC Thunder versus the Warriors, let's just quickly go through the other games that were played. 5 in total. OKC Thunder, they lost on 96 and 122 to the Warriors. I talked about that earlier. The Boston Celtics, were defeated by the Cavaliers. The Cleveland Cavaliers still playing really well, still unbeaten. That one ended 128-122. Was very close, but they still managed to win that one. Denver Nuggets defeated the Minnesota Timberwolves 102-99. Indiana Pacers lost against the Milwaukee Bucks 107-125. While the Sacramento Kings, they were also beaten by the Orlando Magic 102-94. Cecilia, but we have to go back to the Thunder versus Warriors. Amazing game. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Before tip-off started, these two guys, Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant, spent 8 seasons together, in Oklahoma. And before tip-off, they avoided each other. I don't know, are they getting a bit petty here or Cecilia? But this guy, before I come back to it, let's just go through Durant's performance of the night.
Yeah, it is awesome. 31 minutes he played, points 39, 3 points, 7 and rebounds 7. He wasn't the only one that was spectacular. Steph Curry also added 21 points, 7 assists, and you have Klay Thompson having 18 points. So all of them just came to the party and they felt, okay, we've lost our opening game, so we need to just continue and see. And for OKC, it was actually their first loss, Was it maybe because, I don't know, I'm trying to think, maybe it was just that game against the LA Clippers on the road, 85-83, that was really, really close.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Got to them because Westbrook scored about how many points? 20 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds.
Yeah, Westbrook came into this particular match, as the top scorer in the league, but he was limited in this particular matchup, and that was a very nasty block, from Kevin Durant and Westbrook as well. That's just a welcoming to the Oracle Center. Cecilia, there's no doubt these are the best two teams in the West. They met in the finals last year. I remember that particular one was very difficult. We went to Game 7, and the Warriors won it. And I think that's when Durant decided to make up his mind that I'm not playing for this team again. It's 28 now, you know, and he wants to win the ring as soon as possible. That's why he decided to move on and play for the Warriors. And a lot of backlash.
With the way Cleveland Cavaliers is playing, we saw LeBron James actually watching the baseball finals. You know, he was cheering his team to victory. And last night he scored 30 points and 12 assists.
Yes.
So that guy definitely Cleveland, they're not stopping.
Yeah, surely. I mean, Cleveland are unbeaten still, you know, so it shows you they will be there, you know, fighting for the title
about that
again.
For KD, well,
yeah, I mean,
it might just happen for him.
What he has done is giving himself a better chance of doing it. Yes. I mean, he can't do it against with OKC Thunder.
They can't do it because they don't have the players to do that.
Exactly, and it's gone to the Warriors now where it's all star-studded. I mean, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, like I said, Draymond Green, you know, it's a very good side. There's Andre Iguodala on the bench as well, Iron Clark. Now, all those guys, and he feels he has a better chance. I have no problems at all with KD making that move. Unlike a lot of pundits out there, just thought it was a very weak move. They thought he should just stayed on and led a team, you know, to the championship himself. But it's not
so easy when you don't have much support. But I think when you have Russell, I think Russell Westbrook and of course Kevin Durant, the two of them are more like 5 players to me because of the way they've been carrying the team.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not enough, especially when you need to get over the line and win the championship.
And sometimes you have to be selfish, you know, for you to move forward.
Exactly, you've got to think about yourself, and that's what KD has done. So
and he did it so well.
He did it well.
Let's talk about Super Falcons test match now. Well, some countries are actually playing other countries, you know, about Nigeria. The Super Falcons and the Falconets were in action yesterday. The game ended by just a lone goal, and it was Chioma Wogu again who scored for the Super Falcons. And for Florence Omagbemi, says it's just a test game, but then there are lots of lessons to learn from this. She'll have to look at the players, the experience, and what they've been able to put here, and she can actually start selecting her team from now. The foreign-based players, we still have 3 in camp.
Just 3.
The others, most of them are likely going to come 2 weeks to the tournament because their clubs obviously are not releasing them. Well, that's the way it is. And also, of course, some of the players that are playing the Federation Cup this weekend, one from Rivers Angels, Bielsa, they've all left camp to join the squad so that at least they can win on Sunday. So while it's a little bit
tough for her, so
yes, right now. So from Monday, hopefully, Tuesday, you can see a fuller house, and before you know it, end of next week, most of the players would have been around. But she says this weekend, that was the last. You know, she said hopefully this weekend they will start arriving. So maybe next weekend you have a full house.
Probably, hopefully that's the case. And to the match itself, Cecilia, is a friendly, you know, test game. So, you know, it's not a big deal. The result doesn't really matter. It's all about, you know, assessing what she has in her hands right now, especially in terms of the on-base players. And they won the game 1-0. It's not such a big deal. And remember the Falcons as well, so they're getting ready for the Under-20 FIFA World Cup. So it's a good one for both sides, although, you know, it can be a lot better. They can play a lot more tougher opposition, but that's what they have on their hands. That's what they're going to have to, you know, cope with. And hopefully it's enough for them to do well in Cameroon. Remember that group again, Cecilia, I keep going back to the group. It's not a very easy one. I mean, there's Nigeria in there, there's Ghana, there's Mali, and there's Kenya. Okay, Kenya, not a great side by any means.
First time they're coming, but they've been playing friendlies everywhere.
They're getting ready.
They've been playing friendlies, so that's the fear right now. So this team, they already know. They already know what to expect. They're playing friendlies and they're playing against other countries and they're traveling around. So it's like they're really ready. We have a team right now. And Florence Omagbemi say, okay, we're building a team.
Yeah, I mean,
so you see the difference.
Yeah, I see where you're going.
So when you have a team who is like, you know,
like getting really ready,
and you have the one that like, okay, someone still coming and someone going in and pulling out and everything.
Yeah, so what that does for Kenya is it narrows the gap. You know, the obvious gap between them and Nigeria.
In terms of preparation.
Exactly, it just narrows it naturally because they look a lot more prepared than the Falcons. But the Falcons are a lot more experienced. They're better players on paper. So they surely they will need to get draw from the experience and to win those games. But Ghana, Mali, those ones are they're really good sides and they have to be very careful, Cecilia. So. Good luck to the girls as well too. Good luck to them and also to the Falconets because they will be leaving Nigeria first before the Falconets. Maybe almost at the same time because their tournament is starting on the 13th of this month. And Ghana Black Princesses, I mean, they played against Australia in a test match and they won 6-0, the same under 20. But that's the way it goes, different strokes.
Yeah, we'll listen to Florence Omagbemi, her reaction after that test game against the Falcons.
I want to congratulate their effort tonight, even though it's a tune-up match for both teams to get ready for the tournament. But we are still in the process of trying to get the solid team that will represent us in Cameroon. So we are still expecting some of the professionals to come in. But so far so good. We are still in the process, and everything looks good. I know it's a narrow win, but the win is a win, But at least that will give the players the confidence, and even the team that will play the under-20 team. I know this will help them too to get their focus with their tournament. But it's just a friendly. We still have more to go. It's a team. It's a combination of both the home base and the professional player. We only have 3 right now. We're expecting the other 9 to join the group, and we want to see if we can measure up their performance with the ones we have in camp. I won't say disappointment. We are training, we are screening, we are trying to get a team. So everyone is in here. They know what is at stake. So I want to give all of them the credit for their effort.
Okay, that's Florence Omagbemi there.
Yeah.
Well, she's hopeful, slim victory, but then there's still so much hope. And when the whole team is ready, she's been able to pick out her best players who know the girls that will be representing Nigeria. Don't forget, tournament is starting on the 19th of this month in Super Falcons. Well, Tyler ruled out the group. It's a tough group, you will say. But then Super Falcons, drawing from experience and from the fact that they've been dominating this tournament, hopefully they can actually pull it through. And the least they can get, is the final. So they just have to retain the title because it's more like a birthright right now for Nigeria. So anything short of retaining the title, because they're defending champions, it's like, oh, they haven't done enough. So she just think of how they can actually retain that. But what we've seen so far, preparation-wise, that's okay.
Can be a lot better, Cecilia.
Yeah, it can be better.
Let's just put it that way.
Princesses, come on, under 20 playing Australia.
Exactly.
I'm jealous. Yeah.
I know that feeling, Cecilia. The Falcons will play the first match against Mali on November the 20th. There's not a lot of time left
at all.
Yeah.
There's not, because today's 4th.